morning. Today I'm going to be talking about 10 weight loss tips that I used for my personal weight loss journey that I think might help anybody, natural weight loss people and weight loss surgery people. Some of them you might have heard before, some of them you might not have heard before, but they all equally work hand in hand. I'm hoping that I can kind of word these or explain these in a manner that makes sense to you, because I know when I was trying to lose weight and I was watching YouTube videos on how to lose weight, a lot of these people just didn't make sense to me. Even if these tips don't make sense in this video, please don't ever forget them. They might apply to you in the future. I can only hope that my tips help some of you out there, at least push or motivate you. So yeah, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give me a like, and look forward to some new fitness and health content on this channel very soon, okay? Enjoy the video. Okay, let's get into it. First things first, I'm taking these little thumb holes off because, girl, you can't do nothing with them things on. I look crazy, but I'm gonna go ahead and let my hair air dry, period. Hey, you guys relax. Stay hydrated, drink your water, good morning. My goal is to provide information that either one, you haven't heard before, or two, it's worded a little bit differently so that it kind of clicks a little bit better. I've followed a lot of weight loss people before actually trying to get into weight loss. Sometimes they just didn't make sense, or it just sounded all too overwhelming for me and I couldn't digest it well. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my own version since I am officially 120 pounds down and counting. So my first tip is going to be a tip that is going to get you comfortable in the gym. Hey, Misty. Yeah, this is obviously for the people that are going to be going to the gym. Home workouts are great, but I personally never found them to be helpful for me. So I recommend basically everybody I talk to get into the gym at one point or another to actually use their equipment to start weightlifting, because that's another tip, is weightlifting literally was like the secret recipe for my weight loss. But back to tip number one, getting comfortable in the gym. The easiest way that I was able to do that was basically just showing up, going to the dance room, and stretching. I literally suck at doing get ready with me's while talking. I cannot focus. I would stretch in the dance room for like 2 weeks, and then I would just leave and go home, because I was just conditioning myself to being used to being in the gym. Once I would finish stretching, I'd kind of walk around the gym and look at the types of equipment that I would want to try. I'd go home and look up different workouts, and then I would find those machines that I saw in the videos at my gym before I would leave and be like, I'm gonna try that. Go ahead and get in the gym, show up, and go home. Don't do too much. Don't try to overcomplicate it. Just get over the anxiety first. Tip number two is stop rushing your weight loss journey, because good things do take time. If you lose weight fast, it's probably not sustainable. Whenever we do things quick, we tend to give things up quicker, or we did it in an unhealthy way to the point where when we try to return to our normal ways, it's actually like an overload for our bodies and we end up gaining way more weight back. For example, I went on a 500 calorie per day diet when I was younger. I did lose 30 pounds in like 2 months, but when I started eating like a regular human being again, with like regular protein, regular carbs, regular fruits and vegetables and things, I ended up gaining like 60 pounds back. My metabolism was destroyed from the way that I tried to lose weight so quickly. I know some people want to be like, oh, I want the summer body, I want this body in 3 months. It's like, no, stop rushing it. Find something else to focus on other than finishing. In reality, the best way to continue on a weight loss journey is by realizing that it doesn't end, and it doesn't have to be scary. Don't get scared, don't click off, don't get discouraged. It's not as hard or as boring or as difficult as everybody makes it out to seem. Like, you can make it fun. I started my weight loss journey focused on changing my body, but I quickly started just liking to go to the gym. It was like a highlight of my day. When your body starts releasing happy hormones every time you go to the gym, you just start associating a positive attitude with going to the gym. That's what slows the rush down. Take your time to learn information, take your time to appreciate the process, and be kind to yourself. Don't rush yourself into the gym. Take your time around the gym. Take your time on that machine. Take your time losing weight. Tip number 3 is take your time to learn about your calorie deficit and macros. A calorie deficit is absolutely needed in order to lose weight, and I am also speaking naturally and with weight loss surgery. You have to be in a calorie deficit. That's just point blank, period. In order for you to find your calorie deficit, you need to find your maintenance, which you can find online with any macro calculator or maintenance calorie calculator. From there, you knock off like 200 to 500 calories, and that puts you in your calorie deficit. For some people, that might look like 1,200. For some people, that might look like 1,500. For some people, that might even look like 2,000 calories. It all depends on your body type, but you do have to take the time to go and research this, what your body actually needs at your height, your weight, and your gender. Learn about it. Learn about why protein is so important. Learn about why you actually need carbs and don't need to cut carbs, and learn about a balanced, healthy, nutritious, sustainable diet. If you need help figuring out a meal plan, I do have one on my website that I use that is very non-restrictive, and if you want to check it out, it is on my website, sierravsg.com, and there's also a workout plan there. So tip number 4 is focus on building muscle to boost your metabolism. Cardio is great, but weightlifting absolutely is like investing in the long run. But imagine if you weightlift and do cardio. While I do recommend weightlifting, I also recommend putting a little bit of cardio on the back burner as well. After every weightlifting workout, do a quick 15-minute jog, do a quick 15-minute incline walk, do a quick 15-minute dance routine. I don't care. You can mix it up, but do try your best at one point or another to learn how to put muscle on your body. When you pair weightlifting with cardio, any form of cardio and any form of weight training or whatever, you're literally making a fat burning machine. Okay, and then when you pair it obviously with a nutritious, balanced, calorie deficit, macronutrient, mindful diet, you're gonna burn a lot of fat. I'm not gonna say quick, but consistently. Yes, consistently throughout the months. If you actually stick to that, you will see the trend go down. It's gonna go like that, but it's gonna go down. Tip number 5, oh my goodness, I got hiccups. Allow yourself breaks, but also push yourself. Know the difference between the two. When I started losing weight, whenever I heard people say, allow yourself breaks, be kind to yourself, be kind to yourself. I literally would take 2 weeks off and be like, I'm just being kind to myself. I'm just giving myself a break. I really need this. This is all too much. I can't keep doing this for, you know what I mean? I would totally use that as a falling off point. Nowadays, whenever I feel sick, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stay in the house today, obviously, but I wake up the next day. Even though I don't wanna go to the gym, I'm going to make sure that I get up that day and I go, because there's a difference between allowing yourself the break you need and actually forcing yourself. There's also days where I genuinely do not want to go to the gym, no matter what. Nobody could tell me anything. I am just having one of those days where I'm not going to the gym, and you can't tell me anything. On those days, I still don't go to the gym, but I will wake up the next day and I might try to repeat that attitude, but you cannot let that live on in your spirit. You have to push yourself, and it is hard. It is not always easy to get yourself up. Do know the difference between giving up on yourself and allowing yourself a necessary mental break. And don't overdo your break. If you can't fucking push any longer, then allow yourself that break and come back stronger. That brings me to tip number 6. You have not failed unless you say you did. If you do end up falling off track and you start feeling like, I took too long of a break, now I'm off track and I failed, and then you actually sabotage yourself and you go binge eat, or you starve yourself, or fall off of your rocker. I just want you to know that even if you woke up tomorrow and got back on track with whatever it is that you're freaking out about, saying you failed, you're still on track. You only fail when you declare yourself failed. Even if you take a week break, you're still on that weight loss journey. Unless you're the person that says, this weight loss journey is over and I need to restart because I failed. Don't say that, just say you need to keep going. Tip number 7, do not Keep looking at the scale if you start obsessing over the number. If you're hitting a plateau, or you start obsessing over the number and it's not necessarily moving and you start beating yourself up about it, you need to put the scale up for a good 2 weeks and keep doing whatever you're doing. Keep going at it, increase your water intake, and put the scale up. You do not need to be staring at the scale. Sometimes it gets stuck, and that's okay. That's regular, that's normal. It's going to happen, and it is very discouraging. And in that case, you need to let it go. When you start learning that the habits are more important than the number on the scale, you will realize maybe this weight loss stuff isn't so hard after all. Once you're on board, it's a breeze, Once you know everything that works for you, it's a breeze. It's just getting to the information. Tip number 8 is going to be make a backup Instagram or like a Finsta. Make a new account and you only follow fitness influencers. Your whole feed is going to be fitness content, workout plans, meal plans, recipes that you can make at home that are quick and easy, that fit your weight loss journey. And it makes all this free information gathering so much easier. I learned a lot from social media. I know it's not the best tip, but it is free information. Your diet also consists of what you watch. It's everything you consume, including what you take in. So if you just scroll through a fitness Instagram account once a day, and you get, motivated and excited to go to the gym because you see your favorite influencer, or if you're just stuck and you want a quick recipe, you log into that Instagram and you follow 10 people already that are making these recipes that are just super easy. No more going on Pinterest and Google and looking up healthy recipes. Like, manipulate your feed into feeding you all the free fitness information and health information. But don't believe everything you read on the internet. Please do double, triple, and quadruple check all of the facts before you apply them to yourself. Just use it for motivation, just use it for ideas. Tip number 9, your diet does matter, but it is not as extreme as it sounds. A lot of people love to talk about you need to be on a diet, you need to be eating salads and healthy foods and things like that. The only reason people say that you need to eat healthy foods is because of something called volume eating. Healthy foods like broccoli and salads and things like that are very low in calories, which means you could sit here and eat a huge bowl of them and still kind of be low calorie. You can eat a whole ton for a little amount of calories, but you can still eat a slice of pizza in a calorie deficit. It's just a calorically dense food, so you can only eat less. So for a slice of pizza, you might be able to eat a whole pound of lettuce for the same calorie amount, and that's just why people say it's better for you to eat the salad, is because you can eat a lot more and stay full for longer. There's more nutrients and fiber and things like that, but that does not mean that you have to pick the salad every time. You can choose a slice of pizza, just don't choose five pieces of pizza, because then it's actually outweighing. If that doesn't make sense, I'm sorry. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. You can just eat more for less calories when you can also eat a piece of pizza, but you can only have one piece of pizza, and that might not last you. You might end up snacking, and that's why people end up racking up more calories throughout the day. But as long as you're in a calorie deficit, you can basically eat anything. But do try to balance and eat somewhat cleaner than you already are. Number 10, it sounds kind of scary, but it's really not. You need to be open to changing your habits permanently. And I know a lot of people freak out. That was something that was scary for me too. I'm like, this is a lifestyle change. It's not just permanent, and I can't be like, I can't wait for my diet to be over so I can eat cake and I can eat this, that. No, there is no I can't wait for this to be over. You need to be comfortable changing certain things permanently. You might want to lose weight quickly and keep it off, but that's personally not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people that want to lose the weight for good and people that want to keep the weight off. It does require you changing some things permanently, such as maybe instead of yogurt, you go with Greek yogurt. Instead of whole milk, you have almond milk. Instead of full fat cheese, you have part skim, low moisture cheese, or fat-free cheese. There are so many different things that you can substitute permanently for the rest of your life that can help you in your health journey, and that's okay. For me, I quit vaping permanently to help with my weight loss journey. I still haven't consumed nicotine in over a year. That was just a permanent change that I made. Another permanent change that I made was me going to the gym on a daily basis. That's a permanent change, right? Another permanent change was I stopped drinking whole milk, cow milk, like 3 years ago, and I've only been drinking almond milk since. All of these things contribute heavily to a lifelong commitment, and they're not that hard. They're really not that hard. When you find easy replacements, it's super easy, sis. When you go from a regular white bread to a whole wheat, low calorie bread, it's basically the same thing. You get used to it. When you go from white rice to brown rice, it's basically the same thing. You get used to it. Just small substitutions that last you forever. Your tongue, your palate gets used to everything. So with that being said, those are my top 10 tips for losing weight naturally or with weight loss surgery, and I hope it was helpful. These are kind of the tips that I live by that helped me in my weight loss journey. It really comes down to if you're ready to apply these things fully or not. And yeah, it starts with accountability, and it's not always easy. It's not always easy to be truthful with ourselves, and sometimes it is confusing. Even though we are trying everything we possibly can, sometimes we're just not fully knowledgeable on what that looks like. So maybe we are doing everything we can in our power, but we're not applying it exactly how we think it's supposed to be applied, and therefore it ends up not doing what we think it's supposed to do. So I don't know. I hope that was not confusing, and I hope it helped somebody out there. But anyways, I'm gonna stop talking your ear off. I hope some of these tips were helpful. If they were helpful, go ahead and leave a comment below. Let me know. Hit that subscribe button. Give me a like if you are interested in more weight loss content in the future. I might be doing some what I eat in a days and things like that. And you can look forward to more fitness and weight loss content on this page. So until next time, much love, y'all. I will chat with y'all soon. Bye.